Okay, and here we are again before God's presence in the Holy of Holies, where the Ark of the Covenant and the wonderful glory of God that dwelt in between the cherubims. You could only imagine what it would look like with the very presence of God and the pillar cloud that went up by the roof and a pillar of fire by night. But inside, you think about, we just talked about the wonderful manna, but the Aaron's rod that was placed in there. So interesting how that budded and brought forth buds, isn't it, Rabbi?
Yeah. The story behind it, we were in the wilderness, Moses leading us, and some of the people, Moses' cousins, started to doubt whether or not God had actually chosen Moses and Aaron to lead the people. And they wanted to lead the people. Everyone wants to be the big shot, right? And so God says, we'll have every tribe bring their leader with their walking stick and then carve their name, the name of their tribe on it, just as you have in the Tabernacle around this museum, the 12 tribes, and they carve their name onto their walking sticks, and each one would bring it into, or would be brought into the Holy of Holies, the Kodesh Kodeshim in the Tabernacle, and then wait, and the next day they brought them out, and all the sticks looked exactly like they did when they brought them in, except Aaron's. Aaron's, it was, not only did it bear leaves, not only did it bud flowers, but it also produced almonds on it. So all in one night, it went from a dead branch to fully alive with branches, leaves, flowers, and fruit at the same time, which is unusual, right? You don't have fruit and flowers at the same time. The flowers produce fruit, but it had all of that together, demonstrating that God had chosen Aaron.
So wonderful about that. Thinking about that real quickly, about how the revolt came forth from Korah, and so many of them died after that. God opened up the earth and so forth. He had appointed one, but we could see a much foreshadow of a greater priesthood that would take after that.
That's right, because the Messiah, even though he comes through the line of Judah, as the line of the tribe of Judah, but he's also through the line of Levi, in a sense, because he is the priest for us, just like Melchizedek, who was not exactly from one of the lines, but Abraham gave tithe to him. And so the Messiah is both. And so he is able to be from the Messiah from the tribe of Judah, as well as our high priest for us, as God's choosing. God has chosen him. We can't choose our own leader. We can't choose our own Messiah. God specifically said where he was going to be born, how he was going to live, how he was going to die. God, just as he chose Aaron. And also in our own lives, right? We might feel like, hey, I'm dead and dried up and there's nothing in me. And there is nothing in us naturally. But when we placed inside God's presence, coming before his throne, he invites us, come boldly before my throne of grace to find help in your time of need. As we come before him, he makes that dry stick come alive, and he brings branches on us and leaves on us and flowers upon us, and makes us bud and then bring forth fruit as well. It's God's miracle of God working his transformation in our lives.
Amen to that.